at the tennis court, sitting on a bench. A beautiful day, and I got a little tennis stand. I'm just going to practice warming up, and I like to sit down and practice because of the fact that, getting used to the height of my knees. So it's easier on my knees. Tennis is a lifting game, and I can just practice hitting soft, okay, making contact with the ball and following through. It's a great way of practicing. And so here I'm starting to find the ball. I feel the ball, and now I'm going to follow through. Doesn't matter if I hit hard. I'm just practicing, just getting the technique. Find the ball, I feel the ball, and follow through. So I'm turning my shoulders, I find the ball, and then I feel the ball. Here's my contact point, and then I finish up here. I can practice finishing up in my shoulder area, or I can practice going across my arm here. I don't want too many follow throughs, and I definitely don't want to be following through down. Okay, so it's an upward motion creates, a downward spin. And so I want to practice hitting that ball, and so I can do this both right-handed and left-handed. And the reason I practice left-handed so much is because my right arm shoulder is really shot. I don't always play right-handed. I try to play as much as I can left-handed because of the fact that my arm hurts all the time. It's a lot of pain when I play. And so I try to strengthen my left arm, and it helps my right shoulder and able to play more. So I will practice a lot left-handed. A lot of people don't realize that how bad my shoulder is. So I'm just practicing left-handed now. I switch both arms. That actually helps my, not only my balance of my both shoulders, it actually helps me strengthen my left shoulder. It helps me, my right shoulder, it balances it out. And it doesn't hurt us quite as much. And then also it helps me think, my brain. I can switch hands easier. And so I'm practicing the same thing on this side. I turn my shoulders, okay? The racket goes back and down, like you're petting the dog back here, and I make contact here, and then I follow through. I'm not hitting hard, and I'm practicing sitting on the bench because my next step would be just getting up and lifting, okay? This is a simple tennis stand I made. I bought the stand at a thrift store. I had springs at home, and then I connected the tennis ball, and so it's real easy. So it's like this. I put tape on it. Now I just slide it in here, and I adjust it how I want. I can adjust the stand. It's a tripod that I found. Maybe it's a musical thing. And now I'm just practicing. The idea is not to hit hard, but to practice my technique. So I find the ball here. I feel the ball here, contact point, and then I follow through. And so, like I said, you can follow through over your head up here, or you can follow through across your shoulder, or we call it turning a doorknob. And so here I'm practicing this nice and easy. Okay, turn, back and down, contact, follow through. And then once I do that numerous times, then I will practice getting out like this. And so tennis is what kind of game? It's a lifting game. Not only is it a lifting game, also remember that when you're hitting the ball, the further you can get out from your body, the more power you're going to have. Okay? A lot of people hit inside, close to your body. You don't hit outside. Your forehand is going to improve just by getting your elbow up. And a lot of times people have their elbow inside, getting that elbow up, okay, with your body. So as one good coach said, air the armpit, okay? And so another good coach said, pat the dog behind you when you have the racket back there, so your racket's more in a closed position. But what we find is a lot of people, they're not lifting. They're just swinging with their arm. And so here's a good way to practice technique. Doesn't always have to swing your arm. In fact, a lot of times people destroy their arms by hitting so hard instead of having good technique and lifting. Remember, your power comes from your legs up. So this is just a kind of a informative video. I hope you can hear me. And it's a great way of practicing. So if I practice left-handed, now I'm going to turn around and practice right-handed. And so when you're hitting the forehand, you're always hitting in front of that knee, okay? And you're hitting off the front foot, okay? And so a lot of people, what they're doing is hitting off the back foot instead of hitting off the front foot. You play sideways. That way when you're playing a match, you can hit more with an open stance. And so open stance is great, but you practice sideways in order to be able to hit an open stance when you're in emergency situations. You shouldn't be hitting open stance the whole time. It leads to poor technique. And so it's not, make tennis fun, okay? Focus on what you want to work on, forehand, backhand, find the ball, feel the ball, and then follow through. And it's all about having fun.